Hey Dad, what's today's daily crypto news?
M2 money supply. Do you know what that is?
No.
All right, well, we're going to define that a little bit later. But before we define what an M2 money supply is, it's something that we have talked about on the channel before. And right now it's going up. And cryptocurrency, and they like to say Bitcoin because, yeah, Bitcoin does mirror it, but so does the entire market as a whole. In fact, it does it to a greater extreme, to greater highs and greater lows. And right now we're headed to much greater highs.
Okay, this is from Ardeni. Most people watch charts, but smart ones watch M2. M2 is a global money supply, and Bitcoin follows it like a shadow. When M2 goes up, crypto pumps. When it drops, markets bleed. And right now, this chart says that we're on the rocket to the moon. Do you believe in that?
So that comment is very true. I've seen this over the last 4 bull runs. And so, well, all the bull runs, quite honestly, because you can look back into history with the charts, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's happened. You can look back at the M2 money supply chart, and you can look at the crypto charts. You can look at the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange charts, and they do tend to mirror each other. So now to define what M2 money supply is, Grok, which is my favorite AI, is saying the M2 money supply is a broad measure of the money supply in an economy, including all of the M1 cash, coins, and demand deposits like checking accounts, plus less liquid assets like savings accounts, money market deposits, and small denomination time deposits, certificates of deposit, for example, CDs. It represents money that is readily available or can be quickly converted to cash for spending or investment. In the US, the Federal Reserve tracks M2 to gauge economic activity and inform monetary policy. As of recent data, M2 includes all the M1 that we just mentioned, currency in circulation, traveler's checks, demand deposits, and other checkable deposits. Additional components to create the M2 money supply is savings deposits, money market accounts, and time deposits under $100,000. For example, in mid-2025, the US M2 was around $21.2 trillion. That's a lot of M2 money supply. That's a lot of readily available money to invest. 21.2 trillion with a T. Though exact figures vary by source and date, M2 growth or contraction can signal inflation, economic expansion, or tightening. If you want real-time data or trends, and of course it goes on to tell you can search for it, however, that's your M2 money supply. Okay, so now you understand it's money that's readily available that can either indicate, hey man, if there's that much of it, people are going to jump into a hot market, or if there's not enough of it, you're going to see people hold back and try to be a little safer, and then you'll see the markets contract. Well, we've got a lot of it right now. Here is a closer look at that chart that was being shared, and you can see crypto. It says Bitcoin, but it's really the entire market. However, Bitcoin goes first. We want Bitcoin to go high because the higher Bitcoin goes, what happens to us?
Our value goes up.
Yeah. The higher the altcoins go. And altcoins is anything but Bitcoin. So since M2 money supply is that much higher, it's like a slingshot for Bitcoin. And it never slings way past M2. It tends to match it. You can see that in all the historical data prior to this. So we're probably going to have a huge upswing here. But the higher Bitcoin goes, once it starts coming backwards, it starts doing that. It starts losing its dominance, the Bitcoin dominance of the market. Like for right now, I think it's about 50% of the crypto market. When it starts to decline to 40 and 35% of the crypto market, that means money is being moved from Bitcoin to the other altcoins. So first, Bitcoin is going to make its highest point there, which people are starting to say maybe 250K, and then it starts to lose its dominance. If that happens, then altcoins are going to be going nuts. We have a very long way to go, because if Bitcoin can double 2.5 times where it is right now, it's, well, I guess no, it won't even double because it's about 120 some odd thousand right now. How high is Bitcoin? Let's take a quick look over here. Bitcoin is currently at, let's refresh the page, and Bitcoin is at $110,000. So let's say it more than doubles, right? If it goes to 250, it'll more than double. What other, especially the small cap altcoins, right? Those that are in the 20 cents, maybe a couple of bucks only, like XRP, they can 10, 15x very easily off of that. So let's see what happens, but this is a good indicator of what's to come. Just keep your eyes open, and the more you understand the information that's available to us, the more able you are to make an informed investment decision. But this is just FYI, guys. So let us know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and bookmark, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Till next time.
Adios, amigos.